Now there's one of the amazing feature which is available in functional programming, which is called as filter and map. Now, what is the advantage of this? So to understand that, what I will do is, let's say we have these values, right? We have all those 6 values here, and I want to filter these values. I want only those values which are even number. So I'm biased now for even numbers. So I want to print only those values which are even. How do I check which values are even? So what I will do is I will say where I will say evens equal to, from these values I want only even numbers. Now you can see if I say values dot filter, so there's an option of filter. Can you see that? It says filter. In this filter, I have to mention the condition. Okay, now there are multiple ways of doing that. So if I say control space, you can see it is asking you for, okay, not here. If I say filter, which filter, and you can see it is asking you for the object of predicate. Can you see that? It is asking for object of predicate. Or what you can do is you can say filter. You can directly use a it variable. If you remember, we have talked about it variable, right? So it will represent the current object. So I will say it is it percentage 2 is equal to 0, right? If this is the case, then you will say that's a even number. So what I will do is I will try to print all the evens. So I will say evens dot for each, and we'll use a method reference which is : println. Or just to make it look good, we can also go back to our previous way. You can say println and you can print it. So it represents the current object for that. So let's run this code and let's verify what is happening. So the moment I run this code, you can see we got only even numbers now. We can see we got 4, 8, and 2. So what we have is we have these 6 values, and for these 6 values, I'm applying a filter, and in this filter, I've specified the condition, right? So this filter will filter your values. Again, we are trying to achieve higher level function here. So that's how you filter values. And yeah. Now, what if I want to double the values? So I want to filter the values which are 4, 8, and 2. I want to double those values. So whatever value we have in after filter, we'll say double. So we'll say where double values, we'll say even dot. Now I want to apply the operation on evens, right? So I will say evens dot map. So you have to use a map method, because map will take the value and it will convert your value into some other value. So I will say whatever value I get, I will just multiply it by 2. So whatever value I have, I will just multiply it by 2. That's how we double values, right? And then instead of printing even values, we will print double values. And let's run this code. And you can see we got 8, 16, and 4. That's how you filter the values, and that's how you double values. You can map the values. It's not just you can just double the values, you can do anything. So with map, you can convert this to anything you want. And using filter, you can apply any condition. It's not that you have to apply only this condition. You can specify greater than, less than, whatever condition it is available. Or in map, you can transform this value using any operation. It's your choice, right? So we can apply filter, we can apply map. Do we have some other stuff? We can say evens dot, do we have reduce? Can you say we also have reduce? Again, we'll talk about reduce later. But we also have reduce, we have some other method as well. You can just try it out, different combinations. Now, in fact, instead of doing this in two different lines, we can do it in one line as well. What you can do is, you can say where result, I want the results here. So I will say results equal to, first of all, on values, I want to apply the filter, which is it mod 2 is equal to 0. That's the first condition. In fact, we can write it into, we can write here itself. So we'll say at the end, we'll say dot map, and inside we can say it into 2. So we can write filter and map on the same line. Why to waste those extra lines there, right? So we can print on the same line, and we can, at the end, we can print all the values. So I will say results dot for each, and you can print the values. I will say print ln, and you can print the values. So it will print all the values of the result, and it should give the same values. So if I run this code, you can see we got the same value which you got from this multiple lines. To make it look better, we can also say dot at the end somewhere here. It looks cool. So first we on the values we are applying a filter, and then we are applying a map. Again, it's your choice the way you want to write it, but this is how I like it. In fact, most of the developers, they do in this way only. So Yeah, that's how you use a filter and map. That's the beauty about functional programming. You can pass a function to a function, we can pass predicate to a function, and we can apply the operation in function way, right? So this is functional style of programming. So that's it from this video. There are lots of things which are on the way. So stay tuned, do subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching this video.